So beautiful, people. I just recorded Wednesday's Zoom class and I forgot to press record. So I'm going to do it all again. Oh. All right. So I'll get us back on track with some music. And I'll get you to come to a standing position. So coming to the front of your mat and bringing your feet to hip distance. And if you're not sure what hip distance is, here's a really good little trick, yeah? Bring your hands to make two little fists and bend your knees and lower down. Pop your hands between the balls of your feet. That is hip distance. It's not as wide as you think, yeah? All right. So when you've got that, just take a nice slow spinal roll on your inhale, and I want you to soften your shoulders and close down your eyes and just let yourself arrive on your mat and in your space. So it's the middle of the day. So for some of us who are working at home and even working away, we've had a morning of work. So can we please just let that go. Let it dissolve, let it melt away. Think of, here's your mat, you are on your mat. To one side is what's happened before this time. On the other side is the afternoon or what's going to happen afterwards. And we don't want to worry about any of that. We want to bring our full awareness to the present moment, each moment by moment by moment. And right now we're on our mat. I want you to draw your feet down towards the earth below, whatever floor, whatever you're on here. Soften your knees just a little. Give your shoulders a nice big roll up, back and down. And start to let yourself arrive on your mat. Feel like here you are, ready to practice yoga. And start to observe your breath. Notice how you're breathing. Is it slow? Is it fast? Is it shallow? Or is it deep? And just take a little bit of time here to observe where your breath is going. As you're drawing it in, is it lifting up? Are you drawing your shoulders up? Is there a massive lift through the torso? And if there is, can you, with your next breaths, see as you draw the breath in, can you instead create this lovely expansion through the body, through the front, through the back, through the side, so that you're getting this beautiful opening up through the body, creating space through the body on the inhale, and then on the exhale, you're inviting softness. Slowly, slowly releasing that breath and drawing the body back to its normal position. And then let yourself take a scan through your physical body, scanning from head down to toe, to just check in to see how your body is feeling in this moment. Where is there tension? Are the shoulders tight? Is the chest a little tight? Could I soften through the belly a little more? Are the hips a little tight? How are my glutes feeling? What's going on with my hamstrings? Today we're going to do some hamstring opening and some hamstring stretches. So notice what's happening for you and wrap awareness around anything that arises for you here. You might be recovering from an injury. There might be something that's happening that you weren't aware of or didn't notice before. So know that nothing we do in this class is compulsory. It's all completely voluntary. So if you come into a pose or a flow and something doesn't feel quite right, then ease back. You don't have to do anything in yoga. You can always come and sit back into your child's pose. As often as you like, stay as long as you need to. It's your class and it's your practice, yeah? So can we now bring awareness back to the breath and start to slow the breath down? So as you take your next inhalation, drawing the breath in through the nostrils, follow it down the back of the throat, all the way through the lungs, and let it land in the belly or as close as you can. Expand through the front, the back, and the sides of the belly, and let that expansion continue all the way back up into your chest. So at the peak of the inhale, the collarbones lift a little and the ribcage expands to the edges of your skin. And then on the exhale, breath leaves the top of the lungs, the bottom of the lungs. The diaphragm muscle shifts up just a little, and as that breath leaves the belly, feel the gentle drawing in of the navel in towards your spine. This is what we call our diaphragmatic breath, or deep belly breath, or just yogic breath. So with eyes closed down, feel that expansion through the belly first, the chest second on the inhale, and the softening and the breath leaving the chest first and the belly second on the exhale. Now you can peel your eyes open with your next inhale. Bring the hands towards the ceiling to meet in prayer, and exhale, guide the hands to your heart. And let's go again. Inhale and exhale. So one more breath. Can you inhale, let your fingers touch, and on the exhale, slide the right arm down to the right side of the knee, left arm reaches, and then inhale back through center, fingers touch, and exhale, left hand slides down, right arm reaches. And then let's go back, inhale and exhale. One more time, inhale and exhale. So with your next inhalation, bring the hands to meet in prayer. And as you exhale, take a nice gentle forward fold. Now I want you to bend your knees quite a lot here. Bring the hands to the mat. And then take a little bit of time to pedal through your legs. Yeah. So that we're shifting the weight from one leg to another, and an opportunity to stretch a little more through the backs of the legs into the hamstrings. And then come to stillness and use your next inhale to slide the hands halfway up the shins, and exhale, flatten the back. Crown of the head to the front of the room and sit bones to the back. And take a nice deep breath in, and on the breath out, release the hands to the floor and step your right leg to the back of the mat. Nice big long runner's lunge. Can we drop down through the back knee? Inhale, lift the arms. And inhale, exhale, bring the hands behind. Interlace the fingers here, draw the hands towards the floor. Lift a little up and away from the bones. Draw the shoulders back, broaden the collarbones, and the gaze to the ceiling with an inhale. And then on the exhale, release the hands, frame the front foot. Tap the back toes, lift the back knee. Use your next breath in to step yourself to the front of the mat. And on the breath out, rest the chest onto the thighs and take a nice slow spinal roll on the inhale. Bring the hands to meet for 12 mountain pose. Exhale, bring the hands back to the floor. Inhale, find that nice halfway lift, hands halfway up. Exhale, flatten the back. Take another moment as we stretch through the backs of the legs. Take a breath in. On the breath out, release the hands to the floor. Left leg now steps to the back of the mat. Nice big long runner's lunge. Drop down through the back knee. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, bring the hands behind. Fingers interlace here. Draw the hands towards the floor. Lift up and away from the buttocks. We want to broaden through the collarbones, open through the chest. Take a nice deep breath in. And on the breath out, release the hands to frame the front foot. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. With your next inhalation, step to the front of the mat. Exhale the chest down onto the thighs. Take that nice slow spinal roll. We find that tall mountain pose, and exhale, bring the hands back to the heart. Inhale, lift the arms. Let's find temple mudra. Thumb and forefinger joined together. Interlace the other three. Take a breath in, extend through the torso. On the breath out, lean to the right. And then inhale back through center. And exhale to the left. Let's go again. Inhale through center. Exhale to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. Come back through center with a breath in. Now on the breath out, bring the hands in prayer all the way to your navel or solar plexus. Fingers interlace here. We inhale, draw the hands towards the chin. Lift the elbows nice and high. Now on the exhale, we're going to sink down into Utkatasana, chair pose. Extend the arms out in front. Inhale, then straighten the legs. Lift the arms towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring the hands behind, fingers interlace here. Draw the hands towards the floor. Lift up and away from the buttocks with that inhale. Soften the knees. Exhale, forward fold. Hands can lift towards the ceiling or sit on the small of your back. Take a breath in. On the breath out, release the hands to the floor. Inhale, find your halfway lift, your flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Right leg steps to the back of the mat. Nice big long runner's lunge. Drop down through the back knee. Inhale, lift the arm. As you exhale, let's find cactus arms this time. Nice wide elbows. Draw the right knee forward, the left heel back, so you're squeezing those inner thighs together. Maybe send the gaze to the ceiling with an inhale. And then on the exhale, release the hands to frame the front foot. And we're going to slide the hips back into this Ardha Hanuman, half split. So as you inhale, come forward. We want to open up through the hamstrings and get a little bit of warmth. Create a little bit of flow. Inhale to come forward. Exhale back. We hold here. Draw the toes back towards the shin. Walk the hands back towards the knee. Now this is a nice deep stretch through the back of the leg. I want you to feel like you're drawing your left heel back but your right knee forward. Or feel like you're drawing them towards each other. So you feel that stretch a little bit deeper through the back of the leg, yeah? As you inhale, lift your chest. And as you exhale, bring that chest forward and then lower it down over that front thigh. Keep drawing the left heel back. Keep drawing that right knee forward. And then can we shift the weight back into that left foot? Tuck the toes of the right foot. Lift the knee. With your next inhalation, step yourself to the front of the mat. Exhale, chest onto thighs. Bend the knees. Inhale through that chair pose. Exhale, sink into your chair. And then inhale, bring the hands to meet in prayer. Exhale, guide the hands once again to the navel or solar plexus, fingers interlace. Inhale, hands towards the chin, lift the elbows nice and high. Exhale, sink again, Utkatasana, chair pose, fierce pose. And then with your next inhalation, lift the arms towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring the hands behind, fingers interlaced here. Draw the hands towards the floor, lift up and away from the buttocks with that inhale, bend the knees and forward fold as you exhale. Take a breath in, lift a little through the chest. On the breath out, release the hands to the floor. Inhale, find your halfway lift, your flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Left leg now steps to the back of the mat. Nice big long runner's lunge. Drop down through the back knee. Inhale, lift the arm. Exhale, cactus arms here. Left knee forward, right heel back. So we're squeezing those inner thighs together. Maybe send the gaze to the ceiling with the breath in. And then on the breath out, release the hands to frame the front foot. And start to slide the hips back for our Ardha Hanuman. So we're going to inhale to come forward. Exhale to slide back. Can we go again? Inhale forward. Exhale back, holding here. Toes drawing back towards the shin. Walk the hands back. Right heels drawing back, left knees drawing forward. Take a breath in, lift the chest. On the breath out, bring that chest a little forward, lower it down over the front side. One more breath. And then let's start to shift the weight back into that right foot, and we'll slide that right knee back behind us and come to our tabletop. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. You can tuck your toes here or untuck your toes, personal choice. Cat and cow breath. As you inhale, the belly drops, the chest comes forward, gaze forward or eye gaze to the ceiling, and then exhale, round through your spine, chin to chest, navel to spine. Let's go again. Inhale. Belly drops, chest comes forward. Exhale and curl. One more time. And exhale, pressing the floor away, rounding through that spine. Now coming back to a nice neutral spine, walk your hands about a hand's length out in front here. And as you inhale, come forward to find a nice low plank. Now we're going to lower halfway on the exhale. And then inhale, press the floor away, tuck the toes and exhale back to find that active child. Let's go again. Inhale forwards. Exhale, halfway lower. Inhale, press the floor away. Exhale, active child. This time we come all the way onto the floor for cobra. Inhale to come forward. Exhale, lower all the way onto your mat. Hands a fraction wider than your shoulders. As you inhale, press the floor away, peel the chest off the mat. Now on the exhale, let yourself float back down. Bring your hands a little bit wider. Inhale, peel your chest off the mat. Exhale to lower. Can we go again a little wider through the hands? Inhale, peel that chest off the mat. Exhale to lower. Now bring your hands back underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes, lift through that nice low plank with the breath in. And on the breath out, come back to find a active child's pose. So toes are tucked, yeah? Buttocks are sinking onto the heel. And I want you to draw your hands towards the front of the mat. And then can you press into the pads of the fingers and lift the palms of the hands off the mat. So you're feeling this really nice stretch underneath the arms and maybe through the sides of the rib cage and into the chest. And then I'm just going to turn front on here so you can see what I'm doing as we move this child's pose around. So slide your hands off to the right. Let your left hand walk a little further out than the right and feel this lovely stretch on the left side of the rib cage. And then walk your hands back through center and all the way over to the left. Right hand a little further out than the left. So we're feeling that same opening up through those intercostal muscles on the right side. Lovely stretch down the right side of the rib cage. And then come back through center. And we'll inhale to come forward. Find that nice low plank, just moving around a little here. And as you exhale, lower down onto the mat. Find your cobra, hands a fraction wider than shoulders. Inhale, peel that chest off. On the exhale, this time, drop the shoulders, hug the elbows in, squeeze your glutes together. Take a breath in. On the breath out, lower back to the floor. Hands under shoulders, tuck toes, lift through that nice low plank on the inhale. On the exhale, I'm going to get you to circle the buttocks down over the heels and then come forward with an inhale. Exhale, back over the heel. Pause and change your direction. So reverse direction, inhale forward. Exhale back. And maybe take one more circle. Can you now close your eyes? And then tune into your body and let your body just move in a way that best supports it. Now you may stay with the circles or you could take like a kind of figure eight movement. But you can really do anything you like here. There's no right or wrong. The only thing I'd like to guide you on is the movement of your hands. Can you change the position of the hands? So the fingers are facing the middle of the mat or towards each other as you shift the weight forward and back and move your body in a way that you best need. Can you turn your hands so the fingers face the outside of the mat? And can you turn them so they face your knees, yeah? So they're facing the back of the mat and you're getting a deep stretch through the front of the wrists. Now what we're doing here is warming and conditioning the wrist joints so that when we take our downward facing dogs and planks, our wrists are getting a little bit stronger. So let's now turn back to the front of the mat. Hands are spread nice and wide. Fingers are facing the top of the mat. Tuck your toes and as you inhale, lift your knees off the mat. And on the exhale, find your down dog. But we're going to move here. Inhale, let your knees hover over the mat. Exhale, slide them back. Down dog. Inhale again and hover tabletop. Knees hover over the mat. Exhale back, find your downward dog. One more time. Yes, that was my ankle cracking. That's perfectly okay. Come forward on an inhale. Exhale, back down dog, and then pedal your feet. Let one heel reach for the mat at a time. So you might inhale onto your toes and exhale through the left heel, and then inhale onto your toes and exhale through the right heel. Maybe you take a little twist in your dog. Lift onto your toes, slide the heels to the right, bend the knees, press the floor away. Slide the heels to the left, bend the knees and press the floor. And then come back to stillness in your dog. Feet at hip distance, hands to shoulder width. The fingers are spread nice and wide, and the two piece fingers face the front of the room. Pressing into the index and thumb knuckle can take some stress out of the wrists for you. Now we're going to walk our hands all the way to the back of the mat. Bend the knees, take hold of opposite elbows and let the body swing or sway from side to side in this ragdoll. If you want something stronger, you could take your hands and interlace them over the back and lift the arms towards the ceiling. And shake your head here, yes, no. Let's release the hands now back down onto the mat. And as you inhale, take a super slow spinal roll. Feel vertebra stack on vertebra. And hands can come to reach for tall mountain pose. And then exhale, hands to the heart. Now we're at the back of the mat, and we're going to find our way to the front of the mat. Take a breath. So you can just release the hands to the sides of your body, and can you step your right foot forward, just a normal step, and let the left heel come to the center of the mat. Inhale, lift the arms, fingers touch. Exhale, bring the hands behind, interlace the fingers. Draw the hands towards the floor, lift up and away from the buttocks with an inhale. Now on the exhale, we forward fold, aiming for a flat back. Maybe one more breath, sees us go a little closer towards that front thigh. And then as you inhale, lift back to halfway, bend through that front leg, press the floor away, release the hands, step the left leg forward. Let the right heel now come to the middle of the mat. Inhale, lift the arm. Exhale, bring the hands behind. Interlace the fingers, take a breath in, draw the hands up and away from the buttocks. Exhale forward to find that nice flat back. Take another breath. Can we go a little closer to the front thigh on the breath out? Inhale, halfway lift, bend through that left leg. On the exhale, lift all the way to the front. Release the hands, step to the front of the mat with that right hand. Voila, here we are. Inhale, lift the arms. Fingers or hands meet in prayer. Exhale, forward fold back down onto your mat. Inhale, find your halfway lift, your flat back. Exhale to your forward fold. Right leg steps to the back of the mat. Nice big long runners lunge. And we keep the knee lifted and inhale to find Anjaneyasana high lunge. Now just exhale, sink down a little into this Anjaneyasana. Bend through or press through the ball of the right foot. Lift the heel, slide it back a little, engage the hamstring. We're going to take a little flow here. Inhale, extend through the torso. Exhale, bring the hands down, frame the front foot. Start to slide your hips back and straighten through that left leg. Now we inhale, lift again, bend through the left leg. Anjaneyasana. Exhale, the hands come down. Slide the hips back. One more time. Inhale. High lunge here, high crescent lunge. Exhale, the hands come down. Hips slide back. Now we hold. So we want the right heel to reach for the mat behind us. We're straightening somewhat through that left leg. You can draw the toes back towards the shin and just work with the breath to see if you can bring this chest a little closer to the front side. Now let's bend into that left leg. Slide now the left leg to the back of the mat. We find a plank, high or low. So you can pop your knees down here and come to a low plank. I'm going to come in low plank. Or you can have your knees off the mat in high plank. Wherever you are, take a breath in. On the breath out, lower down onto the mat. We can take our hands to the sides of the body, palms face the ceiling. As you inhale, thighs, torso, and hands float off the mat, or arms float off the mat. Toes and fingers draw to the wall behind, crown of the head to the wall in front. Take a nice deep breath. And on the breath out, lower back to the floor, hands under shoulders, tuck toes, lift through your plank, high or low with an inhale. Exhale back, find your downward facing dog. And then look between your hands and walk, step, jump your feet to the front of the mat with the breath in. On the breath out, rest your chest onto your thighs, slow spinal roll as you inhale. Hands meet in prayer. And exhale, fold back down onto your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And left leg now steps to the back of the mat. Nice big long lunge. Let's inhale, find that high crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. So you exhale and sink down here. Press a little into the ball of the left foot. Lift the heel, slide it back, engage the hamstring. Now as you inhale, lengthen through the torso. And on the exhale, let the hands come down, bending the front foot. And we'll slide the hips back, straightening into that right. Let's put those two moves together. Inhale, lift, high crescent lunge. Exhale, hands come down. Hips slide back. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands come down. Slide the hips back, hold in here. Your left heel reaches for the floor behind and we straighten somewhat into that right leg. 3 breaths here, drawing that chest a little closer to the front thigh with each breath. Lifting and lengthening on the breath in and softening and lowering on the breath out. Let's bend now into that right leg. Slide that right leg to the back of the mat. You find your plank, high or low. Now I'm sticking with low ones because my back's a little sore. I did something today, a little silly. Take a breath in, on the breath out. Lower to the floor. Let's find Shalabhasana again, but this time, can we face the palms on the mat? Take an inhale, thighs and torso float off the mat and arms. But we stand, now we turn our hands so the thumbs face towards the ceiling. So we draw the shoulder blades a little closer in towards the spine. Squeeze your glutes together. Can you lift a little more through the chest, a little more through the side? Take a breath in. On the breath out, lower to the floor. Hands under shoulders, tuck your toes, lift through that nice low plank, everyone. As you inhale, and on the exhale, just come back to child's pose and take 3 breaths in your child's pose. Just letting everything recover, letting yourself just take a little breather before we take our warrior one. So use your next inhale to lift back through that low plank. Tuck toes and on the exhale, find your way back to downward facing dog. Maybe here we take a little pedal through the feet, yeah? We're going to take a warrior one flow and find our way to pyramids. So from stillness in your down dog, inhale, take your left leg up towards the ceiling. We'll tightly curl here, bend the knees. As you exhale, draw the knee towards your chest, start to shift to the leg. Inhale, send that leg back. Bend the knee. Exhale, knee to chest. Weight shifts forward. One more time. Inhale, send that leg back. Bend the knee. Exhale, knee to chest. Weight shifts forward. We step that foot between our hands at the front of the mat. Now, if it doesn't quite make it, just pick it up and move it along. We're going to step this right foot in 1/2 or 3/4 of a step and drop the heel. Heel toe this left foot a little wider. Press into the left foot. Inhale, lift the arms, and exhale, sink into warrior one. Now we want our hips facing the front of the mat. Front leg is bent, back leg is straight. Can you send a little bit of energy into the outer blade of that right foot, into that little pinky toe? Soften through the shoulders here, send the gaze towards the ceiling in our warrior one. Relax the shoulders. Press into the little pinky toe on the right foot, press forward through the toes on the left foot. Let's find our way to humble warrior. Take a breath in. On the breath out, release the hands and interlace them behind the buttocks. Inhale, draw the hands towards the floor, lift up and away from the buttocks. Exhale, let the left shoulder come to the inside of the inner left thigh. Crown of the head reaching for the floor. And just take a few breaths here, going a little closer if you can. And then can we inhale, straighten through the front leg, press the floor away. As you take your next breath in, lift the arms towards the ceiling. And then on the exhale, tip from the hips, keep the legs straight. Now your hands can either sit above the knee on the side, below the knee on the shin, or framing the front foot for pyramid pose. Pajvatanasana. Both legs are straight here. We want to work with the breath to see if we can get this chest a little closer to the front side. One more breath, one more breath. And then bend into that left leg. Now we're going to turn on the ball of the right leg and slide it back a little. And heel to the left foot back between our hands. And can we now slide that left leg to the back of the leg? Find your plank, high or low. Take a breath in. On the breath out. Lower all the way to the floor. Let's bring our hands and interlace them over the buttocks, palms face together. Variation again, Shalambhasana. Thighs and torso float off the mat, thumbs draw to the wall behind, shoulder blades draw in towards the spine. Take a nice deep breath in. On the breath out, lower to the floor. Hands under shoulders, tuck toes, lift through your plank, higher or lower with an inhale. Exhale back to a down dog. Pedal through the feet. We'll take our flow now to the right side. We come to stillness in downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts towards the ceiling. Bend the knee. Exhale. Roll the knee towards your chest. Inhale, send that leg back. Bend the knee. Exhale, knee towards the chest, shifting the weight forward. One more time. Inhale, send that leg back. Bend the knee. Exhale, knee to chest, weight shifts forward. We step that foot between our hands at the front of the mat. We step the left foot in half or 3/4 of a step, drop the heel. Heel toe the right foot to the edge of the mat. Widen the stance between the legs. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, sink into our warrior one. Now I'm going to face front for this one. So you can see that the legs are a little wider. That yes, this left heel is touching. The front leg is bent. We want to sink down into that warrior, relax the shoulders, send the gaze towards the ceiling. Each breath allows us to soften a little more, sending energy into that little pinky toe on that left foot and the outer blade of that foot. Keep the legs as they are. Inhale. Lift the torso. Exhale. Bring the hands behind. Interlace the fingers. Take your breath in. Draw the hands towards the floor, up and away from the buttocks. And on the breath out, we let the right shoulder drop to the inside of the inner right thigh. Use the breath to bring that head a little closer to the mat. And then inhale, start to straighten through that front leg, and we'll release our hands and bring them up towards the ceiling on the exhale, and take a nice deep breath in, and then on the breath out, fold forward again. Letting your hands either land on the thigh above the knee or below the knee, not on the knee, yeah? Or framing the front foot for that pyramid pose. Use the breath to see if you can bring the chest a little closer to the front thigh. And then start to bend back into that right leg. Turn on the ball of the left leg, slide it back here because we brought it in. Heel toe the right foot between your hands. Slide your right leg to the back of the mat. Now, from here, you can take a cobra, you can take a locust, or do you want to try an upward facing dog with me? If you do, from your plank position, take a breath in. Halfway lower on the breath out. Send the weight forward. Come onto the tops of your feet. Hips, thighs, knees are off the mat. Just the tops of our feet and our hands are in contact. Take a deep breath in. And on the breath out, find your downward facing dog. Let your knees come onto the mat. Slide one knee at a time towards your hand. Cross your feet. Sit back on your mat. Send your legs out in front. Give them a little bit of a shake. I'm just checking the time. Awesome. From here, can we inhale, lift the arms, and then exhale, fold forward. Now we don't want to round through the spine. We want to keep the chest lifted. Now your hands might find the toes or the ankles or the knees or the shins. It doesn't really matter. 3 breaths, lifting the chest on the breath in and bringing that chest a little forward. So trying to keep the back as straight as we can. If your hamstrings are still really tight or your lower back is a little sore like mine is today, then we adjust, yeah? So you might bend your knees a little like I am, but we can still get this nice forward fold and still bring the chest down over the front thigh. So I hurt my back a little this morning, twisting while I was holding about 20 kilos of weight. Silly, but anyway. And for those of you that have practiced with me for a little while, you know I had a little bit of problem last year with my the right side of my lower back and the piriformis muscle getting a little tired and the psoas muscle. So it's the same thing. So, yeah, it needs addressing. And I can't really see anyone because you can't really go see a chiro. I'm not a chiro, but you can't really get a remedial massage. And anyway, one more breath. And then use your next inhale. We're going to slide the hands all the way behind us. And I'm going to give you 3 options. So if you're able to take a reverse plank, point the toes and lift your buttocks off the floor and send your gaze forward or towards the ceiling. But if that's not your deal, bend your legs. And maybe you take a reverse tabletop where you lift the buttocks off the floor. But maybe that's not you either. So you could stay here and just lift the shoulders and open up a little through the chest. So wherever you are, take one more breath. Lower the buttocks to the floor if you took that option. We're all going to bend our legs and shuffle a little forward to the front of the mat. Take an inhale, lift the arms. Now, on the exhale, now because my back is a little sore, I'm going to slowly lower myself down onto my forearm studs. But you lower your back nice and slow. I can't today. And then draw your knees into the chest and give them a nice gentle squeeze and rock a little from side to side. Hands on the knees and allow a few little massaging circles. So here we get an opportunity to massage through the glutes and into the lower back. My lower back. And then pause and just gently hug the knees in and keep the right knee in as you let the left foot touch down. And then right knee we draw in towards the chest. Now we're going to straighten that leg and let the hands find the back of the hamstring or the calf or the ankle and just rotate a little through the ankle joint. And just flex and point that foot a little. Now the hamstrings should be nice and warm here. So keep the foot in a flexed position. Take a breath in. And then slowly start to guide this leg back behind us. We want to feel as if our toes are reaching for the floor behind. So use the breath out to slowly guide the leg, little by little by little back behind you. And wherever you've landed, bend that leg, heel into the buttocks, interlace the fingers just below the kneecap, and gently draw the knee in towards the chest. Maybe as you inhale, you press the knee away and exhale, guide it in. And do that again. So a little press away on the inhale and a gentle drawing in on the exhale. And then can we take hold of the outer blade of that left foot or right foot with our left hand? Draw the foot in towards the chest. Maybe your right hand stays where it is, or maybe you hook it underneath the calf and just gently rock this leg across the body. So the next time you've drawn this foot across to the left, hold it there, place it down on top of that left knee. Use your right hand to press away the inside of that inner right thigh. And then draw the left knee into the chest. Right hand threads through the legs, left hand to the outside. Either interlace the fingers behind the thigh or below the kneecap. Flex both of the feet. Right elbow presses into the inside of that inner right thigh and draw the left knee in towards your chest. As you inhale, press the left knee away. And on the exhale, draw the knee in. So we're just in a figure 4 pigeon here. Opportunity to open a little into the glutes in the hips. Holding that left knee in towards your chest. Perhaps you lift your head and shoulders off the floor and press that right elbow a little more firmly into the inside of that inner right thigh. Take a nice deep breath in. On the breath out, lower your head and shoulders. Lower your left foot. Bring the arms out to make a T pattern. Heel toe your left foot to the edge of the mat. Legs stay as they are. We gently let them fall to the right. Maybe you turn your head to the left. Slide the right foot off the knee and use an inhale to bring the legs through center and an exhale to guide them over to your left. Left heel or ankle sits on top of the right knee this time. Slide that foot off the knee and just let your knees gently windscreen wiper from one side to the other. And then come back through center. Draw the knees into the chest. And maybe this time you lift your head and shoulders off the floor, curling into that little seed pod, that little cosmic egg. Take a nice deep breath in. On the breath out, lower your head and shoulders and your right foot, your left knee in. Straighten that leg. Hands can find the back of the thigh or the calf or the ankle. Rotate through that ankle joint. And then just take a moment to flex and point your foot. So we're going to take or leave the foot in a flex position. Take a breath in, and then on the breath out, start to slowly guide this foot back behind us. Now just be aware of how your hamstrings feel. Use the breath just to slowly draw the foot back little by little by little. And then wherever you are, bend that leg, draw the heel in towards the butt. You can interlace the fingers below the knee and draw the knee in towards the chest. A little bit of hip flexor activation. As you inhale, press the knee away, and as you exhale, draw the knee in. And can we do that again? A little press away on the inhale, gentle drawing in on the exhale. One more. Holding that knee in towards the chest, reach down and take hold of the outer blade of that foot with your right hand and draw it into the right side of the chest. Left hand can stay where it is, around the outside of the knee, or you might hook that arm underneath the calf and rock your leg across the body. Nice and slow, nice and slow. The next time you put that foot across to the right, place that ankle down on top of that right knee and let the left hand just gently press away the inside of the inner left thigh. And then draw the right knee in towards the chest. Left hand threads through the legs, right hand to the outside. Interlace the fingers behind the thigh or just below the kneecap. Press the left elbow into the inner left thigh. Flex both of the feet and draw the right knee in. Inhale, press that right knee away. Little small move. Exhale, draw the knee in. Inhale to press away. Exhale, slowly draw it in. And can we do that one more time? A little press away on the inhale. Gentle drawing in a big exhale. Pressing that left elbow into the inside of the left thigh. You might lift your head and shoulders off the floor and draw that knee and forehead as close as you can. And then take a nice deep breath. And then on the breath out, lower the head and shoulders. Lower the right foot. Bring the arms out to make a T pattern. Heel to the right foot to the edge of the mat. And let your knees just gently drift to the left. So we're just taking a final twist here. You could turn your head to the right. And then can we slide the left foot off the right knee and draw the knees over to the right, holding here. Right heel or ankle on top of the left knee and turn your head to the left. Slide that foot off the knee and let your knees just gently windscreen wiper from one side to the other. Do it again. Gently over to the left, head turn to the right. Gently over to the right as your head turns to the left. And then back through center. And draw the knees in towards the chest. Arms wrap around the shins. Lift the head and shoulders off the floor. Curl into that little seed pod. Take a nice deep breath in. And then on the breath out, lower your head and shoulders to the floor and let your feet touch down below the buttocks and one foot at a time to the bottom of the mat. So feet open out to the side. Arms come to the sides of the body. Lift the palms so palms face the ceiling. Close down your eyes and let yourself settle into your final pose, your Shavasana. Knowing now that all of the work has now been done, that there's nothing left for you to do, nowhere for you to be or go, just on your mat for the next few moments at least. So letting your body soften. Letting your thoughts, now you can't stop thinking, but just letting them rise. Observe them, but don't give them any of your energy or attach anything to them. Let them rise and then just drift away. Allow your feet to soften, your legs, your hips, your glutes, your back, all the muscles start to melt off the bones, all the internal organs soften, shoulders, arms, each individual finger. Relax your jaw, feel your forehead and head soften. The whole back of the body has this kind of heaviness about it as you drop and sink and surrender into your mat a little deeper. But there's this softness to the muscles and a silky softness to your skin. Feeling as if the skin is just a soft layer of silk that's just been draped over your body, over your body. Let yourself drop a little more. Allow the gravitational pull of the earth. Just allow it to draw you deeper down. Start now to let your breath begin to slowly deepen and just start to bring your awareness back to your space on the mat, your position in the room. No hurry. And slowly allow your awareness to expand beyond the four corners of the mat that you are on, to the four corners of the room or space that you are in. And let that awareness expand beyond that to the outside world, noticing sounds that gently drop back in or just ebb and flow from the awareness in and out. And then let the sound of the bells gently guide you back to your physical position on your mat. And start to invite some little flickers of movement and energy back into your fingers and toes, and rotate through your wrists and your ankles, and maybe let your head gently move from side to side. When you're ready, you can extend your arms overhead so your fingers reach to the wall behind and your toes to the wall in front, and take a nice deep breath in here, letting your body become as long as it possibly can. Feeling yourself re-emerge, re-entering into your day. Bend your knees and make your way over to your favorite side. So you're resting your head in your upper arm and your forearm, and just take as much time as you need here to fully integrate everything you've received through your practice today, all the gifts, all the goodness, the physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, energetic body, whatever is resonating with you here. Then when you're ready, start to make your way up to a comfortable seated position. With eyes closed down, bring hands into prayer, thumbs rest gently in on your sternum, Anjali Mudra. Soften the shoulders, reach the crown of the head nice and tall towards the ceiling. Take a moment to check in with how you're feeling now at the end of your practice. When you're ready, can you sink or drop into your heart space and just choose one thing in your day today that you are grateful for? Just one. The first thing that pops into your head. Take that and pop it into your heart, and then let it, or just notice how you're feeling. Let that feeling of gratitude expand and grow. And are you feeling joy? Are you feeling peace? Are you feeling happiness? Are you feeling love? Is it bliss? Is it relief? Is it release? Whatever it is, let those feelings grow. Keep growing until they overflow from your heart space and spread to every corner of your body. Every cell dripped with gratitude, love, appreciation, joy, bliss. Whatever it is that you're feeling, let it travel throughout your body, and you get to take that feeling with you for the rest of your day, and to take with you and share with the people that you come into contact with. Thank you so much for joining me for our Wednesday morning or Wednesday lunchtime Zoom class. Not compulsory, but if you'd like to join me in closing the class together, we can chant one Om and three Shanti. Let's take a nice deep breath in. Take another inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hope to see you Friday for some more yoga. Namaste. Bye.